Hey, Chris Ricky here with On Time Edge. I want to show you today an example of extending the Fuuz application, specifically the warehouse management system, to incorporate some AMR mission prioritization. So the concept here is we have a production area with production lines, and we have raw materials that have been used but not completely depleted. And we want to move those materials back into the cold storage. So in our example, we're going to have a robot or an AMR that's going to move that unfinished consumption material back into a transition zone into one of those slots. An operator is going to be notified that it has arrived there. The operator will then wrap that material up in some plastic. When the operator gets it wrapped up in plastic, they'll generate a new job that will have another robot take it from that slot and then figure out where to put it away into the cold storage area. The next thing we want to take a look at here is what our operator sees. On the left-hand side is our operator screen. So it has the list of jobs that he needs to transition back into the cold storage. The red ones are ones that are older than 10 minutes. The yellow one is between 5 and 10 minutes old. As a new job shows up, it'll show up over here on this. On the right is our AMR mission management. This represents the jobs that our robots are currently processing. So we can see that we have one here in the last record here that needs to be has a material, that pepper jack material going into slot 8. It's currently in progress, meaning that the robot's in the process of moving it there. If we pretend like we're the robot and we complete that job, so we'll put it into a complete state. What this will do is it'll create a new job for our operator. So that job will show up in just a moment over on the left-hand side. It'll be blue because it's a new job, less than 5 minutes old. In the meantime, we can see that our yellow job is turned red because it has now aged out of the time. In this case, we also have a cool little feature where we send a notification to Microsoft Teams. And so we have a channel out in a team out there that lets the operator know that a new pallet has been put into that slot. That's in case they're not looking at this material return screen and maybe they're on their work PC inside of Teams, for example. But here we can see that new job has been created for slot 8 for that pepper jack cheese. We can see when it arrived. And so what we'll do now is we'll process one of these jobs. The operator simply clicks on the job, or in this case, if it's a touch screen, he'll touch on that job. And so the operator can now see some information about what they need to know, what slot we're looking for, the type of material we're looking for. And so what we've done is we built in a little bit of error checking here to make sure that we're working on the right job. So ideally, the operator is going to come up and he's going to scan the barcode on the slot that contains the cheese that he's working on, so slot 8. And then he would scan maybe a label on the pallet or the block of cheese itself if it's available. So we're just going to use the code as that. If we scan in the wrong code, so for example, if we scan in the wrong code here, it's going to give us an error message to say, hey, you're not processing the right product. So if we go back and scan the correct job this time, it's going to present us with the work instructions, wrap that pallet up, and then we'll click confirm to say that we have finished that. That confirmation creates a new job for another robot that tells that robot to put it away. And so we can see that new job now has showed up over on our AMR mission demo screen that's in a currently pending state. We're going to pick it up from slot 8, which is where the previous robot dropped it. And in this case, it tells us what slot within what target location that we need to put that material back into. So I hope that helps you understand how we might build a robot mission prioritization management on top of the Fuuz Warehouse Management Accelerator. Thank you.